Hello friends, my name is Vipin Pandey. Today I will discuss about the Angular crash course part 3. So let's get started. What I will discuss today. Today I will discuss two-way binding, routing, services and DI, dependency injections. Okay, so let's start. First, I will go to discuss about the two-way binding. So what is the two-way binding? Basically, two-way binding has a features to update data from one component, like from the component to view and vice versa. In two-way binding, automatically synchronization of data happens between the models and view. Change in reflect in both components. Whenever you make changes in model, it will be reflect in the view. When you make changes in the view, it will reflect in the model. This happens immediately and automatically. Ensure that HTML template and TypeScript code are updated at all times. In two-way data binding, property binding and event binding are combined together. So, what is the syntax? Syntax is ng model ng model. Okay, like this. Property of your component. Right, this is the syntax basically. Now good for the live example. I'm going to open app. Okay, so if you are working in Angular projects, so I think you need to install, if you are not using VS Code, this is a very good example for this. Okay, close all. And the command for generate a component is ng, g for generate, c for component, and the name is hello world. Hello. And if you are going to use this component, you have, this is the hello component.spec.ts file. You can delete it because it is for unit testing. Okay, now go to app module. You can see the imports are here declared automatically because you are using the command. So when you are going to create a component, you need to also declare in the declaration part, then you can use that component. Okay, now go to in component. Here you can use this, but before this you need to add form modules in imports. Yes, we have form modules here. Now go to in your component and write here some things, like suppose you are declaring here full name as a string, and you type here hello world. Okay, now you are using this in the field of input type text and square bracket ng model equal this. Okay, run this. ng serve if you are using like already you have another project and running, you are going to running another project, so you need to define here the port. Okay, so it will run another port if you are providing different ports here. So here the app is running now. Let's see how it look like. Okay, so you can see here already I have a app component, so you can here use app.hello. You can use, this is the custom directives, it calls like custom directives. You can use here your component as an app in anywhere. You can see what I have here, input and the full names, hello world. I can use this like, okay. So here you have a hello words, okay, and now we are going to test it. So we are using the banana box, or here name, full name, okay, and pipe around JSON. Okay, it whatever you have input here, it will convert automatically into JSON. You can see here in the double quotes it's in. Okay, let's go here, break the line. Now it's look like this. Now you just remove your word hello Vipin, hello code play. So you can do it, okay, you can do it automatically. Now here I will tell you another things. Suppose you have more inputs and you want to avoid create multiple variables here. Let's close this. Okay, suppose here your name is first name, first and last. So how you can do it? Okay, you have to go in the components and declare here like a model name, okay, and here provide any, okay, and you can use this like a model. Suppose you create a model here in the folder else, you define here class and name is name, okay, and you have two properties here, public string, sorry, public first string last. Now I have a model name, okay. Now come here and provide it like a name equal to name of name model, okay. So you can use here it like this, name dot first and name dot last. What it does not exist. Let me see, this, okay. Now I am putting here the class name now, and you can put here the name, okay. Let's see how the JSON will convert here. You can see here it create a JSON object, and now type here Vipin and tab Pandey. So it will create a JSON object here. You can see, you can write here anything. It will changing automatically because this is the two-way binding. This is the feature of the Angular TypeScript. Okay, so next part is we are going to discuss routing, how you can define a routing here. So first you need to define the links for this in the app component.ts file. Whatever you have, you can create a custom navigation in another component, but I'm going to in a simple way here define a router link, and you have a this. Now define your route test, and same thing, define a hello. Okay, now put here the path name test and hello, because I have two components where I want to switch, but it's saying router link is not defined. Okay, fine, I need to define here the router module. Okay, so define here the router module in dot forward, inside put square bracket and define the routes like this in curly braces, path hello comma component hello component. Now second path, define this like this, test comma component test component. Okay, done. Now going to app module.ts file, you here define one more thing. You let's see it is working on. First let me break the file. Okay, so test not working because you need to add a router outlet here, then it will work. Router outlet. Now you can see you have a this app component, you have a test, and define the router. Right, now it is routing between one component to another component. Next topic is service and dependency injections. So how the service will start. So the next part is data services, services and dependency injections. How you can achieve this? You don't need to do many things. You just going to define here the app component http private http client http client. Okay, parameter implicitly has any type. Okay, leave it. I don't understand what it's saying. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, private http client this, and now in the imports you need to also define the http clients. Okay, go to app component and calling this dot fetch data. Okay, and now we have a in the constructor, now we have a fetch data method. Okay, and we are using this dot http client dot get any, and here we pass the test URL. I have a test URL this, So I will use to get the data any subscribe data lambda expression console.log. Here's the data. Okay, so you will see in the console we are calling this service by using HTTP client to get the data. So we are exposing the API endpoints, and also we are achieving the dependency injections. You can see in the constructor private HTTP client and HTTP client the class what it has things. So this is the basically dependency injections, and this is the service where we are getting the data. Okay, we can create a service here, we can also generate a service, and we can define this method inside that. Okay, so let's see it is working or not. So finally you got this, you have a data like this, and you have pages, you have total pages, and you have a total pages like 2, and per page 6 data, and you have a data here. Okay, so now you have idea. I think you guys know how you can call the APIs and how can achieve the dependency injections services as well. Okay, so thanks for watching, and subscribe my channel if you are new on my channel, and like this video and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye. And if you want to join my Telegram channel, you can join. I will also put the link inside the description box. Thank you so much. Bye bye.